Yo, what's up? It's Young OG Boxing. Thanks for checking out my channel. I just wanted to discuss the matchup between Kell Brook and Gennady Triple G Golovkin. And in particular, I wanted to break down what I think is going to happen in the ring on September 10th. Now, when the fight was first announced, I wasn't too surprised about it, because I knew Kell Brook was calling Triple G out beforehand. The only thing that really did surprise me was that he was for real. He was really with the shits. He really wanted Triple G in that ring. We thought he was just trying to get some attention and trying to compare himself to Khan because Khan moved up to fight Canelo. But, we know how it played out. He signed the contract and he made it a reality. Now about the fight. At first I gave Kell Brook a decent shot, but that's when I first started collecting up the variables. I said, look, we got the IBF welterweight champion. He's undefeated, skills-wise. He has great movement. He's a great boxer. He has a good jab. He's very complete, meaning that he brings all the fundamentals of boxing onto the table. And he's naturally big as well, so that really does play in his favor moving up. But then I thought about what's going to end up happening in the ring, and I just think it's going to play out something like this. In the first round, I see him getting that round, actually. I see him doing well in that first round. But I see Triple G landing his first lethal shot in that round as well, towards the end. And when Kell Brook goes back into his corner, he's going to feel like he just did the Ice Bucket Challenge. The reason I say that is because Triple G's power is going to shock him. He never dealt with that kind of strength, and his overall big structure and height, it's going to help him get accustomed to the division, like, pretty well, I think. But that middleweight power is going to trouble him, because he wasn't used to that type of power at welterweight. It didn't exist down there. It exists up here. And Triple G's punches are just going to start breaking him down as the rounds progress. It's going to be tougher and tougher for Brook to start dealing with Gennady and to outbox him, because he's going to feel fatigued and just wary from all those shots he's taking. And I think in the second half, Kell Brook's going to be in the fight, so to speak, but his mouth is going to start bleeding, his nose is going to be leaking, and these are just effects of moving up 2 weight classes in one go. Your body's not used to it. You might feel like you're used to it, but unless you're getting hit with those shots, that's not the reality of it. You're gonna break down, and even if Kell Brook follows the Khan blueprint and tries to box on the outside a majority of the fight, he's not going to be able to escape from Triple G, because unlike Canelo, Gennady can cut off the ring really well and keep a constant attack too. And whether it be body shots or jabs, he's going to keep that on him. He's not going to let him just outbox him and move and jab and move. He's going to cut the ring off on him and eventually force him to fight off the ropes later in the fight. And when that happens, it's not going to be a pretty sight. And I think that's when the ref's going to jump in. Once he sees Brook's really in danger and he can't really do anything to defend himself. And that's when Triple G get his 23rd consecutive knockout as well. At the end of the day, I still appreciate both fighters because of their skills and what they mean to the sport, but I just think Kell Brook's a little over his head, and I think that Triple G's gonna remind Brook that you can't play boxing, and you sure as hell can't play with the weight classes. Especially if you didn't take a tune-up. Because Kell Brook said, fuck a tune-up. I just want the money fight. Like, just hand that shit over. Hand me the contract. And he gets kudos for that, but at the same time, that's not the wisest choice to make when you want to move up. You should take a couple fights and build yourself to that weight class and then take on the biggest motherfucker there. But like I said, more props to him. But yeah, that's really all I have to say right now about the actual matchup. Let me know in the comments who y'all think's gonna win and how the fight's gonna play out. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks again for checking out my first official video for YouTube. I'll be back later with some more boxing news and opinions. And yeah, man, that's all I have to say. Young OG checking out. Deuces.